Idea way it affected the NDC and NDC went to opposition. The Ameri deal. And now the NDC in Nasa would tell me be proud of John Dramani Mahama. And I'll tell you the reason why I make us. I listened to John Dramani some time ago. Was say obedi president. Idea bakwana ends me manena do so. Was say we meet as late as 2 to 3 a.m. No afre Kofi Amabua as energy minister. From that he said a cabinet minister who has been a deputy chief of staff and your position ketwa wababedi member of parliament works and housing wabedi so road and highways. Then the pair kwa radio ni TV so. He said my 5 monumental projects of the new patriotic party started in 2017 by Akufo Addo, ended in the Akufo Addo tenure when Mianka. Now the catch say Abra wuni pana no a cabinet minister who sit and eat and dine with the president. Hi MP. Then John Dramani Mahama comes over as the president of the Republic of Ghana for a period of maybe 4 to 4 years. 4 years. Now if you look at a power and a course, now if you look at the kind of problem related to power now and John Dramani Mahama and a minister for power, a minister for energy, because now the problem was too serious. The NPP use it as a grand tool, as a campaign tool to campaign against John Dramani Mahama. Eka say John Dramani Mahama is incompetent. When we manage the economy, no. It's as if look at Salah say you do my John Mahama nyana use so it solve problem. No. Every Ghanaian needs to vote against John Dramani Mahama. The NPP have the men to fight against doing so.
NDC ni o NPP ni
yes.
NDC ni kanya asem da. O NDC ni so NPP ni kanya asem anto sumda.
The NPP set up a 70-member committee to do a renegotiation agreement with Ameri. NPP na the danko Akufo Addo kare be catch us a west and yet NPP for create the free aboase e dey abakumase. What is wrong for them to credit John Dramani? Me no ka say John Dramani Mahama tinfia obesere because the kind of things you said about him.
Abusia fa machi ha adwo kwa abasa fa mabatna se. Channel no Solid TV. Production in every Ghana Ken studio. Na kai say production no ye the free Ghana Ken studio and nam abel for 10 time video so. Na ewura mu fiefie mu. Ba bia mu bia na ene mu adimpu nimpu. Na ye tenase a na ye bokọ. Na nyina ne say ye ka dum so abakosem wo Ghana e bepia ka say ye na ye hyeda nyini pi no. Ebra ye hu se na dum so ejina mu. Aye omampeni John Ajekungu for breso my got your point kwampa. Asofo bebri ekọ akoso bodam no ekọ bọ mpaye edirimu ana Jesus Mills baaye Mahama mo baaye na ebra dum so be ye dum so kese e ebra John Dramani Mahama no te akoso so Ghana mampeni ye kanse bebri amo ye se ekọ betuma fa so atima so ado no na wo de power plants bi I fe car power plants bi e fe no Ameri na ho nsem bebri the then can na dan Akufo no MPP e kanse bebri. Some of can ekwa nim say ka omenye opportunity ebe kura Ghana kunya mu ebia nka mfidie no o med dismantle nyina akogye sika de abeye na enne adidi mu ama Ameri deal no aba be piem Kumase amiasa din ya to ne din Kumase 1 terminal plant na omampani na dan Akufo Addo aba be commission energy minister kasa Kurowura nso eko commission the gas pipeline na I don't know around 430 kilometers. Omampeni plant na obe commission around 110 because megawatts. Na ensem mebre surround the Ameri deal. And na mene franco the hater. Ye trans near sinkunya na se me ka kire won. Omampeni akasa, region minister akasa, energy minister akasa. Asante no so akasa na mpenin say so use TC form na say wansan so TC a na be hu de owe aberwan kuruma ti ne yetenase ne atase asem no se besepa ene konia enche franco ba be kan mo na wasam ne na say kramonia ogu a sedie ade ahwehwe manfo mu nsem na de ahinta ene de ekochi ko brama wakane nya ntemetwa ho abasisia Mahama Kwaba Solid TV sunye subscribe to the channel kai say obe share link they say sharing is caring and this information on sakan what transfer aye bone e wo tro kunkunum enam say any kwan so ye bone na da akyan wo pocho waso ntini on sakan ya e wo say wo share the Ghana for most pain all the communities a Ghanaian community mon trust and share Most are more US of A. And also about 50 states. Montrate misaju mo me pia ni na papa ya mo ina montra. I reach more Australia and Canada for Canada ma me frem po ma fia mo ina and ma Ameri usu mo saka or some try say mo behye. Mo so more the United Arab Emirates, the African countries, more Egypt or some try say mo behye Brazil for ya mesrem mo try say mo pushi and ma mo president nsa akabi. Na hase nso no enkomo ayi di basically aya na efa honorable Kennedy kwa na kumpe kwa Japan until we Ghana na wa bruchire now the Kennedy Japan your platform for you na mana wo TV na se no ene ye ni nkomo chat ye na ye found to so na kai say before about platform so no now you're honest we are patriotic and that is we are disciplined Franco the hit about ka Franco akwa ba
Major so see you
na ho ye
na me adam am Jesus also ho ye
boko
ye da nyame ase ma so ma bre
me
menra woni Austin nyame nham mo ya adwuma papa me ncho bibia the shadow see you papa ya baby obi anyankopon ka na ho obi bia so ashaibu owo do ne tema e de maye no nyankopon ka ni pakro da bia se me see candidate an honor and a privilege to be on the show. I enter into the offices and homes of people and shaibu baby obi bia obi ano my man good morning depending Ghana time baby will be a good afternoon good evening baby will be a nyankopon encounter shaibu
uncle
I'm ready I'm poised for action.
And na Ghana man pin na dan kufa do ka sen wo se mo a mo te Ghana ha na mo hu ne pa ma aban aye no mo mie mo ni o kan sa na Ghana for cho mo ne ko regional minister ni
serious me another video this time I was asking myself that na then and another dan Akufo Addo okay your own minister who have to champion the cause of what you are doing in the region onukra makuma kunumpe wentimianka. Only 5 things, monumental projects by the New Patriotic Party since 2017, ABC 2024. Things that was started by the New Patriotic Party, ended by the NPP. When on minister no, when Mianka 5, no one to Mianka no. When Akufo, I saw a carry on one as minister then.
So okahwe akwese say abo akukọ nam ho and obi kan chere so say chiachide ne twanity ne tutu no ne dwa ne mfa ye nkwan achide busa akose what ugina ho enti okasa na fe na cameras ne hwe regional minister because regional minister and went me more 5 projects why you in the region.
And I was really surprised to Abanapo. Was it a campaign platform? Was it a fanfare? Because you tell in a poker, say I Akufo ni Asantemani Asante region didn't ye. Is it a popular talk or what?
Say okasa na wo share Asante abufu.
Because they all come say
okasa oni Asante dini ya na wo share Asante abufu. Now peke say ye na ye tie Asante mamu ase no. Ye nim ye left from our right.
Running serious. If you have a cabinet minister who they asked him to mention 5 monumental projects of the New Patriotic Party in Ashanti region, not just an ordinary minister, a cabinet minister who has been a deputy chief of staff and your position Wababedi member of parliament, works and housing, Wababedi so road and highways
minister.
Then the pair radio and TV. So he has said my 5 monumental projects of the New Patriotic Party started in 2017 by Akufo Addo, ended in the Akufo Addo tenure when Mianka. Now what the catch say ye mo mienu yeka. Abra wuni pana no a cabinet minister who sit and eat and dine with the president. President project bi odi ba bi onim hu bi no cannot mention 5. Ha MP.
But yeah, okay, yeah, omonte ni bi but one answer your project ya and another die so.
Yes.
I was starting. I was we. And sa I Kumasi 1 plant, but thermal plant. And you Akufo die. And no. Won't mean for the total credit and for man. But when you look at comfort, that because President Akufo we need din. I was sentiment no be intimate.
Yes.
O show on man penny Akufo. Yes, Akufo emergency.
Yes.
And you see, I did say an emergency center. I idea the masses access it, they feel it, they can touch it.
Touch it.
Oba KJTR. Yes. Mahama Dubai.
Yes.
I idea a 24 call they can see. That will be say President Akufo Addo see a dine their match judges. Why yeah, they must say a honey pardon send omuhu. And yeah, quite tear kana, but your party.
Even the regional minister couldn't mention it. The regional minister, when he had the opportunity to tell us the kind of things started by Akufo Addo, ended by Akufo Addo in the region. A sense when you're being Kentino, one can cross Akufo Addo crumple sit down their judges.
But I don't know what sit down their judges, but I know massa. Share a bit say, so to me we are swimming touching now. Akufo Addo port was so we commission a lot of cars but adibu wa eye ani yare anye yefun yare ebiri se for emergency obi akọ ebiri se kayetian obi akọ a judge for down anye obi ana
peculiar to the judges alone
and obi wo ho a judicial service for omo process me I've never benefited because me fa ma asem nko me campaign omo nko twe ma so but the wadibo wo ya masses ni nyina
obi benefit
do be ka bi a obi ko a onya justice a ma security na there peace but the bonus say o power no person break it in there obey ade a ebema timamfo nya can feel it, they can see, they can touch it ebe ko wie so am interchange you share airport we say uwie kwa apart from the one I was starting your die so no any part do say no meet my access to the airport obi o ha sabi if you say wo no a we be 90 years no
obi tikuma ja ko ni ma bi
airport and the plane take from here to class one try ntema a close by 2000 Abraham for VIP ebi kwa fast sprinter enti enya masses na be benefit enti no say opese in African politics opese o keep power also ya the mass na be benefit o muhu o metima de I defend o man me say do confidential you say Akufo emergency Akufo sin wan fa nto no obe commission say confidential emergency but you say Akufo emergency Mahama wi Dubai fa nto ba won come say me e come Mahama Dubai
no correct
enti na say the MPP ye ka muntie ba bi adunu de akwata nipa no awuwe na oye na medication ba bi adunu de mama ya ti asese muntimi wi and na afi no so mo engagement so am a stakeholders engagement with kese also am interchange masa eniema na ka ko no keyita fees too mama ya ti asese enya ado metima sie wi atane ato aba enti we obi a oti Ashanti regional do say projects bi wa yanya menka de nya bi ebi se say judge for iti ene ebia owie airport na do power plant nso no for the benefit bi but ya hwe vote de mo na mo pe 80% in there after this time e kire mo say Ashanti region no enye ba bi okofa vote na e fa vote no kwa development ko ha enye ye and you see ministers MPs on for Ashanti region instead of you to sympathize with us and plead on us say the SCB amon fanchen you are rather telling us say dear omaye you hu muna mo hu because all the land cruiser you will see it wo and wo hu because all the land cruiser you don't buy fuel you don't pay for light you don't do anything so you will see it Akufo Addo momo say enya ministers in there more benefit a lot so wo hu but said the ordinary adwumfo ma omo tonton chase na de omo ko gu discourse no a omo sika ahye no wo feel into wo be ka say Ashanti ye boniaye and you will come and meet us. Thank you.
Let's see you.
Yeah, pasi edin komo edehwe enna omampani.
Yes.
Ebe commission the Kumasi 1 thermal plant. Now so omu we commission there at about 110 megawatt of power babeka because the national grid and after another bed for a barber service year and I think so otun for before then otun for so aqua commission a gas pipeline and also them say the 430 kilometers if my memory serves me right and in eba ama power ne bo ebe ye full e wa say but I hear Ameri di hu semsema na menim se ka MPP ba na bia okomo form ho mbata ho ana se kamakam fa won fidi ne renegotiation papa akwa say you see akoyobo nso eye prempasem on MP before say eye fraudulent omba be forensic audit omba anya forensic audit hu yes omko masa hotam sika san de akwakoshim Ameri what do you know about it
Shaibu me nche obi bia na no pai ba bia wo bia ye chia wo na me ka say it is an honor and a privilege to be on this particular show Shaibu anu amunya opportunity share the president of the Republic of Ghana etie ni nso kan won share the minister of energy omon nso mo kan about the new plant he say ye dia ba relocation first na wa aboaze ayakukuru dia ba Shaibu 1998 eba there was a serious electricity problem in Ghana
1998
yes
that is omampeni that
JJ Rollins happened there was a problem obasa so anase erratic power supply and doom so nankasa no it really started whereby already the JJ Rollins was the president of the Republic of Ghana edu ba bi kwamba nwe betimi afa betimi aboa ama bibia timi akonkan and obasa so JJ Rollins did his part as the president of the Republic of Ghana Akufo comes into office as the president of the Republic of Ghana so now we see it got to a point about 8 to 9 months there was serious compounded problem in relation to electricity A doom ne ye timetable crab by in mid doom will be about 2 days near son or near doom near so and the with light be about 2 days the next 48 hours on your light because there was a roadmap. Now the timetable back because of load shedding. Over science was and a Jake for to Tunoma could be a breed a whole lot of issues. Jake for the respect. Now science one with the days of John Evans Atanos. Yes, in some point and a light in a crano, a sense and so tono, who could pay more via a cosomona, or Munian so fam Pawanoma, and my sofu could now bomb pie.
Yeah.
Mekaisa maybe I'm supposed to do a message pregnant and so started to the NDC uses as a propaganda. And that's a most do free yame. That's a most couldn't no pagan in Saseno, and so started to issues back a crack. Then John Dramani Mama comes over as the president of the Republic of Ghana for a period of maybe 4 years. 4 years. Now, if you look at erratic power, and of course, now if you look at the kind of problems are related to power, now no day. And the John Dramani Mama Nkwan, and then you're minister for power, and you're minister for energy.
Yeah.
Because now the problem was too serious.
The person separated power.
For yes. Kwabena Donko was the first minister for power.
Yeah.
MP for 80. First minister for power. I listened to John Dramani some time ago. Was say, obedi president. Adiaba kwena ends me manena do so.
Yeah.
Was say, we meet today as late as 2 to 3 a.m. No afre Kofi Amaboa as the energy minister. He said, yeah. Because if you look at how people now man for company businesses now it was creating problems as Shaibu. Now it tells you say no man solve problem and normal beba.
Doom so them say me kwa you come more than 3 times.
Oba asokwa ha. Now man for be company so mo yes fish na yi asafo.
Kona fish.
Yes.
A problem.
Yeah, go abonten and it was affecting business. A drew by if you look at other institutions yes there be say redundancy timi bam the next Shaibu ba adwuma china wuntimi madwani asadia say etimi test staff no so say be ya betimi diesel ne no ma yeton you betimi pia man foka. So when there's a problem with electricity, it affects every sector of the economy.
Yeah.
It affects businesses, redundancy, clap it down. So if you look at already did John Dramani Mahama as the president of the Republic of Ghana, he says, no one to men. The NPP use it as a grand tool, as a campaign tool to campaign against John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah.
I say John Dramani Mahama is incompetent. When we manage the economy, no, it says if you look at Salah, you're doing my John Mahama Nyana use of to solve a problem. No, every Ghanaian needs to vote against John Dramani Mahama. The NPP have the men to fight against doing so.
Yeah.
Oba Kaya, Bochaja Komo, and now no minister for energy more, and in pay for more the new patriotic party, the kind of things they will say. John Dramani Mahama Twan was baby. This kind of situation, I have to get a lasting solution to this kind of problem. Shabu, the whole team be to take emotions and passions and sentiments out.
Yeah.
Me NPP, me I say, I'm a strong NPP person. But Shabu, if I come here and if I'm doing my analysis, I want to be objective, sincere, and honest. Maybe, papa, or per politics pa, nyame fa de kran say, Kofi Addo. Obehwebia, the problem is say MPP ka so betima trust din no Chinese ni so kasa no ye free o
mpem kwasa semati
that way go so we won Kenyan sase bia and this ni started ye obey ye free o. One day I was watching him na am catch say that said when you say politics we ma men ka asem kire. If you enter into politics na sa wasem ba I will address you as a politician before I come home and address you as a father.
Yeah.
Shabu temiye te what na me ka say said when you say politics we ada bia ndis ni ba na o cast maybe awon wadwe so obetie no you be Kenyan sasem ba ko bia mo ate ba onya wadwe so obetie see the wusu ye no if you enter into politics now you are politics na so wasem ba I will address you as a politician me boss no be din komo sam papa and he was watching me Saibu and your Kenyan na dia mama no always I tell you say I want to be objective, I want to be sincere, I want to be honest dealing with matters.
But when him say ade ba ko ekum the African politics and now say Ghanaian politics and say NDC ni o MPP ni
yes
NDC ni Kenya sasem da o NDC ni so MPP ni Kenya sasem anto resum da
Shaibu
yetia
yes
na se ye analysis na favor NDC for na omo bom sama mai na MPP for no alebu ye say ye NDC for
na so ma catch me no
se ye analysis
yes
na say favor
yes
the NDC so MPP for so MPP then this for leave at MPP.
And now a senior communicator in the party saw the two of us.
Almost say
was only Franco the NDC for. And no, me a Martina radio so when NPP was in opposition, did a lot of campaign for the new patriotic party to capture power. Okay, people from Anipaye, but today they see me say me can creno. I'm an NDC person.
Because of say a kwanya African leaders or motive political party on fast share and one because him say MPP a show constitution we say also defend the party.
Yeah. Now make article 4 of the constitution.
And you know, say party require nenya also defend it. So you love the party more than the country.
The Ghana first no be.
Ebe no man akoso. And the Kenya Japan e ka say obeka no kra.
Yes.
Hey, we anti MPP.
Shaibu, if you look at Ameri, the word Ameri, a Middle East Resource Investment Group.
Okay.
Middle East Resource Investment Group. When the crisis hit Ghana more, Obeka say the first message doom so Wikipedia. Okay.
Yeah.
Doomso Wikipedia wait me you say doomso power erratic supply
in Ghana.
And so if you look at John Dramani Mahama, how to solve the problem was idea not that also want to mean that. So you have to separate the energy ministry from and make the power ministry.
Yeah.
Kwabra don't come and catch us say do 1 year and 1 month survey or resign. Okay. Or come here no or more mudina so powers asset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mekai
mu ye interview should be yes, I'm our
interview or can asset. That's not no more Western region or Kansas.
Or carry no. The 1 year next year, sign friend no. Or catch him some farm cars and finish on. I don't quite ask about the No, it's a more asset from no man record now, was boy. And he created the problem for the man. The man eventually, whether was relieved or sacked. So if you look at Kwabena Donkwa as a minister for power, he was sacked as a minister for power, whether he resigned or not. Or as a minister for power. Now, John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government sat down and says, we should have a solution to this kind of problem. Solution being, we have to get megawatts a Ghana when it comes to South power and it's energy now. That kind of yekomu yebetimi EDF. And if you look at the National Democratic Congress led by John Dramani Mahama, have to contact Ameri.
Yeah.
And make sure say when Ameri for be dim komo. Now Ameri for be to intermediary team boy akwa machines dey abrayen. Because Ghana now we doesn't have the money. Yakwa machines dey aba. If you look at the money, it was $510 million US.
$510 million.
Yes, $510 million US. Me can say, you can't Ameri, build, operate, own, and transfer boot.
Yeah.
The new patriotic party came out to say something, Shaibu. There was a Norwegian paper, your friend the VG.
Okay.
About one time, catcher say, if you look at the Ameri deal now, the government of Ghana has overhyped the price. Yes. Edu Babino, you said John Dramani Mahama has overhyped the price by $160 million US. The new patriotic party have fastened as a serious case. Idea way it affected the NDC and NDC went to position.
Yeah.
The Ameri deal. And so now you NDC in Nasa Wuchemia be proud of John Dramani Mahama. And I'll tell you the reason why I make us okay. Be proud of John Mahama. Me, I'm not an NDC person, but I want to objective. Be proud of John Dramani Mahama. Shaibu, if you look at our company, as Ameri deal, yeah. Now there were two companies. Okay. Man for associated to Ameri deal as Uncle Fono. Omunya na akaba mo buaba be wia Ghana fosika. Engineer and planners.
Yeah. That I company.
Ibrahim Mahama. And Kofobia from Amandi construction.
Okay.
Amandi construction, yes, STS. Okay, say maybe yes, it's biometric. Okay, Sanomano. Yes, it's two companies. They were in bed with Ameri to make sure say or make me via Ghana fosika. And before say MPP Amal Power no, nobody can get two Ghana for him say that deal no it is overhyped. A fraudulent, a fictitious. And if they come, they will do renegotiation, they will abrogate their contract.
Yeah.
This is the NPP. Now, Saibu, I said the CEO at that time for Ameri, never Omar Zaho. Yes, our panel Kratama all sign contract, no, yes, the CEO for Ameri. And just said your mama Mukoshian, so I'm making sure I say, or maybe you are no mama.
Just come and do something, you play something.
Thank you. The editor at the Norwegian newspaper, near friend Amud Baki.
Okay.
Or say, or no crass and your course. And then the Minister of Energy, say the deal is fraudulent.
Wow.
It's not an simple matter. And they are cost NDC back from co-position.
That's power.
Yes.
Now, in their quest to give us power. No?
Yes.
Contract from Okosan.
Yes.
Ebeye in Semebri. I never call someone down.
Me say, yes, John Dramani Mahama. Scan quo will you get twin bottom from Ameri. $160 million US.
Hey, now me $60 million, $1 million. Let's go.
And Shaibu, open party back in Ameri deal. The Ghana for India would deep torture. It was a new patriotic party.
How?
I'm going to explain to you. Now, but say, Shabu.
Franco.
The one phone be almost ideally in opposition. NPP for catchers from about Ameri are going to do renegotiation. Ameri will abrogate the contract because no one Ameri anymore. The money no money because the two said John Dramani Mama Mopeso yes. Yes. The acting national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Freddie Blake.
Okay.
NPP demand public inquiry into the fraudulent Ameri deal. Way December 4, 2015. Now about 16:45, 18 microsecond PM.
Okay.
Shaibu.
Franco.
Me say the whole phone be almost hard, you know.
Okay.
And one thing asama over the din. Ade ayika Freddie Blake.
Okay.
Shaibu. NPP demands public inquiry into the foreign Ameri and Austin Yatoso.
Yeah.
Was say the New Patriotic Party has called for a public inquiry into the Ameri group deal following allegations by Norwegian newspaper that Ghana paid a double price. See.
Okay, Usha, I don't know. Say 510 or say double price.
Yes.
It could maybe a 200 and maybe a 55.
Thank you. A double price for the power plant through a self-styled Dubai Prince Omar Farouk Zaho.
And the Omuku Tia Sikano, a coin bonus record command. Obi away no so or Hineba.
Yeah, thank you.
On I also Hineba
Yes.
Dubai.
Yes.
But on your Hineba.
According to the party, the investigations by the Norwegian journalist Tinie confirmed that several suspicions raised by the local observers surrounding the deal. And to Umana Marika Kacho say the NPP Eba Bontibe Katre say if you look at engineers and planners and first Amandi construction now Omumini no mo kabo ni John Dramani Mama ni Ameri for din kuma yes kana e dia bagana.
And about food I know so Hineba. But say or prapra himfio.
Shabu
Franco.
I must say if you look at that time the acting party of the acting chairman of the party, Freddie Blake, then you have Obi Ane the president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo, the then candidate, presidential candidate, the opposition leader for the New Patriotic Party. Ameri deal was a waste of resources. Nana,
was it a
Nana was say Ameri deal was a waste of resources.
Ameri na no kofa car by plants ni bi abano. And ebe provided 110 megawatt. Was it a waste of resources?
And I was saying that way. 23rd December 2015. Permit me to read.
Okay.
Me kind we are. A one about NPP. Miami party no mon kano kore. Miami party. Omon peno kreka. And always omo adwin to be dada manfo. Listen to what Akufo Addo said.
Okay.
The flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Nana Akufo Addo, has waded into the controversial Ameri power deal, describing it as a complete waste, underline with, a complete waste of the country resources. A complete waste. One can say waste in pool, and a complete waste.
Because ya sell mansika, ya 2 mansika.
Thank you. According to Nana Addo, the high cost of the deal could have been prevented if Mahama-led administration had not done proper due diligence. The Ameri power turbines, which is expected to supplement the nation's power generation mix, has been widely criticized from an expose by a Norwegian newspaper, VG, which suggested that Ghana have been shortchanged in the deal. Several groups, including the New Patriotic Party, have accused the government of being complicit in the deal and called for the further investigations. Now listen to what Akufo Addo said over here. We are NPP now team for emotions to chain. For me, be a chain.
Not Ghana first.
Not take the Akufo Addo ankasa kai. Meanwhile, speaking on Metro TV's Good Evening Ghana program on Tuesday, Nana Addo questions the Ameri deal. He observed, was say Egypt is constructing 1,800 megawatts power plant at a cost of $1.3 billion. See, Abu Dhabi is constructing 1,600 megawatts at the cost of 1.5 billion. Hence, the agreement between the two companies, Ameri and Car Power, are questionable. Our Ameri deal and the Car Power together are getting us 500 megawatts at a price of 2 billion. You keep asking yourself why it is that every stage of public process, the figure that we are generating are so much than elsewhere. Or patch say, Okuba be say Egypt. But they are paying $1.3 billion US. Tell you, a 1.3 billion US dollar. But Ghana for the another car power and the Nukrumpo Boma, a 500 megawatts. A debate in Ghana for boss Aka. Was say, these are matters we've thrown out which enforce the discussion about corruption and absence for value of money. And to Akufo Addo ha, Akufo Addo person what say, the question it is corruption. Na John Dramani Mama and the new patriotic the National Democratic Congress and the Ministry of Energy, they want to steal or siphon Ghanaians' money. And if they come, they will make sure that this kind of contract they are going to abrogate it. If they don't abrogate, they are going to do renegotiation.
Or say, oh, shed a near my yen baby fra.
Yes.
As a bag Ghana and class a Ghana yard, yeah. As a man in your zone for so. There's no value for money.
Yes, sir.
Do Ghana get a book Ghana?
Thank you. Shabu.
Franco.
Nyamiadum. On the 7th of December 2016, we go into polls. NPP wins the election around 980,000. Nana Akufo Addo becomes the president of the Republic of Ghana. One, Ajabako affected the NDC for them to go to opposition was Ameri.
Yeah.
And then the new Patriotic Party with Mayadi Afam. Shabu.
Franco.
The new Patriotic Party said they wanted to do renegotiation of the Ameri. Renegotiation of the Ameri. Yes. Shabu. I'm going to tell you one thing that will shock you. There is a company called Miscellaneous International Trading Company.
Miscellaneous.
It is a Greece-based company. The woman say, the government of Ghana, Nana Akufo Addo must say, Konya ye fast when you Ameri for no coin to do ye bibiano. They see it said there be anya kwan papa so. And I said you have to go and do renegotiation of the Ameri. Said they be ya ye be talk e dey free Ameri for nisem. Na ye dey akwa sa Miscellaneous International Trading Company. That company, no, we are going to give, or they are buying from the plan from Ameri. See, a top free Ameri for no, then you go to Miscellaneous for no. Yeah, the man Miscellaneous for now.
How the bonus about it?
What I remember, we are going to pay it for 15 years. If you look at Ameria, it was meant for 5 years. 5 years, we take from Sikasano Sododo, and as I say, me to Kakaka. Suppose me to Kakaka, a company called Miscellaneous International Trading Company, which is based in Greece. Greece, it's a Greece, Abuja. Now, they want to buy it from the Ameri for. They are going to give us 15 years for us to pay.
The Franco can, Mama Fatamontiase. Acquest a beer. We are conferred to Rural Bank. No, I loan.
Yes.
Loan also between 6 months. Maybe I call a beer, Standard Chartered Bank, and no mark or Kawase.
Yes.
Send me the may will loan be our conference.
Yes.
Almost a between 6 months. But me pesa mo loan. Mutia. Now, Mamma, quite a mutuate and a beer. Be 12 months.
Thank you.
Another be 18 months. So, Mamma told loan from a conference.
Thank you, my brother. Tishabu, watch him simple. Now, Miscellaneous, 15 years.
Yes.
And I can see it between you. Listen to this. Every year, we are going to pay $75 million to Miscellaneous.
Every year.
Every year. $75 million for 15 years. 15 years, which can be here. 1 billion, 125 million US dollars.
About $510 million.
Yes.
Mama Kwaji.
Yes. So Mama the only 510. Now if you look at Ameri now, you say build, operate, own, and transfer. So if you look at some Kofoa Miscellaneous International Trading Company now, 15 years in here, we are going to pay 75 million every year. But 75 million every year in Shaibu. We are going to make sure so within a period of 15 years, Ghana is paying $1.125 billion Ghana dollars. So it means that we are even paying a double or triple of the amount that the HM Ameri. The one from Bomas Adiwi, except statement. Why new Ameri deal worse than the original?
The SF for more info.
Oh, Shaibu. Say, Kasa SEPA, or more a lot of knowledge about energy.
Okay.
Or say, the Africa Center of Energy,
ASAP,
has argued that the proposed amendment to the Ameri agreement brings a greater cost to the government than the existing deal. The renegotiation was expected to achieve better terms to the country. The renegotiation, better terms to the achievement of the country. The Ameri contract was seen to be very expensive as $510 million cash flow over 5 years. The 5 years and it between 510. But from ASAP's analysis, the proposed amendment for the Ameri agreement, the total cash flow for the renegotiation deal, $1,125,730 US. And a bit billion US dollars. Given the half of the Ameri contract will be executed, government will be paying a total of 1.375 billion Ameri power plant at approximately 18 years instead of the original 510 million US dollars.
We know Abusian for the SF for no and penny for munimte a bat and Yamadin Kanya say and what den semso ewo a bibri mama. Almost all more can say. Sa Ameri na John the money Mahama Vindicated Prez na about $510 million MP for someone to ye demonstrate me pa Mahama. Oma base omo de Oma ko hu nkofo be fe omo o say the for
Ministerial International Trading
Company for Oma ko akoto de free Ameri for nsem ye betua ne mfihia poly dun mi say mfihia enum na sika no ape omo koto free omo nche for 510 akwa koduru 1.2 billion US dollars. Na akwa ese obi a okobre wu eso so mpafe nipa mo se ND4 aye Ghana bukata na mo kwa beat president ewi a chere e ka ko Ministerial.
So Shaibu ese for so ababonten ababe condemn the renegotiation of the Ameri deal. Tini. So ese omo expert, energy expert. These are uncofa we respect and regard them say this is their field. Or say it's a deal of the renegotiation. I'm one Ghana. Now you look for people who did the transaction with the miscellaneous.
Okay.
Shabu. Now the renegotiation. It is believed, not me. You have over the Dindi Boachajako, who is the minister at that time of energy.
Among me renegotiation.
Yes. Or say I attach here any Gabiachi that couldn't hear the renegotiation.
Hey. A question. What I they were there to na atai ebetwamu achi lawyer I can say honorable minister for energy then say enipa mu di Ghana nim so mo ko boa me akebo no so e ko biti price no e guy bo che da ko attach da che mafias.
So Shaibu utie owura ndin ede ayi a ye fe no say that minister for energy Boachajako was say he as a sector minister man for some listen so no mo na renegotiation was what to play my to kwan US or one a Gabi friend catch and say he should check his mail or check his mail no and before so about check mail but clear now the president of Ghana issue executive order for the renegotiation of Ameri deal. My name the only time the president can issue an executive order for a renegotiation of something whereby the president cannot raise cabinet. If you are it is agent. And what mean raise cabinet? What mean raise cabinet? He gives you an order, an executive order. Means I didn't know about what I didn't see engine of Abaye.
When to me share cabinet,
that be the time is
and who I didn't here.
Yes,
because Ghana sika $500 million a court. Yes, yeah, baby any year cabinet soon year ready or saying this year.
So I was surprised. Now the Danko Akufo Addo is a lawyer. The executive secretary is also a lawyer. Asante Bedia too is also a lawyer. I'll come to that in Nyabotre.
And President Akufo Addo went on Metro TV. He talks about the Ameri deal. Meaning what he was
preview. And I make a say John Dramani Mama Biamoya no person mu yeska because national resource no person mu side for mu. Yes, that's Akufo Addo. Now if you look at our friend Boachajako, was a renegotiation no. He is telling Ghanaians say enyo no mo na kwa renegotiation no. Aye Gabi Ochidako ni attach ya na kwa renegotiation. On ka. Now Saibu
Franco.
One NPP started said they wanted to do with the renegotiation of the Ameri. And what I'm saying, maybe NDC by John Mahama, I have to give him a standing ovation. Shaibu, young Kano Kuma. It was being concocted, perceived. So, John Dramani Mahama, when it comes to a Ameri deal, if you listen to the NPP, almost about a chrono of person Ghana.
When you papa no my Ghana.
Yes, who take that timer? Yes, so person of $160 million US, a whole lot of issues. It even went against John Dramani Mahama. Your case will be Attorney General.
Because a binding lawyer penny.
Only two are binding for
family some.
None what I the Attorney General Abba Bontabe catch it Nana Danko Akufo Addo say don't assent to a signature on the LGBTQ plus bill to make it into law. That is the Attorney General.
Come too for say
yes.
Seminal or court. You do all sign pet. You bar me to me no.
Thank you. Shaibu. Now, time I issue the whole lot of issues because renegotiation in the the Attorney General at that time, Gloria Akufo, on woman and a lawyer penny or two abiding for lead counsel for the government, was say Mahama's deal with Ameri was clean.
Attorney General na want to abide for na na do na appointing no or share the guy be ne attach ye na was say Mahama de no na as boni bia
was say he's even warning them not to go for any renegotiation because the kind of judgment that Ghana will pay omuntimi
o two abide for
me say
Ameri for no
and that's what
na we hear omo no.
Thank you.
Next time me Tilinius for no.
Yes,
they were nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found.
Ameri for na de wonsa so akire dwan se wo di a wo so mo de court a sika betua
do tell Gloria Akufo she is the lead counsel. She is obia o two president for when it comes to legalities and mra any bibia until make sure say go for Damia Kachi Akufo say don't append your signature on LGBTQ plus bill no man yellow because say utia santi be dia toma o say the Attorney General after omo aka chom say na mra ne to move hold on. Now this woman where Godfrey Odame was a deputy to this particular woman. Mami Afeni Gloria Akufo was say the deal from John Dramani Mama on Ameri deal was clean.
So
Shaibu was say
ever deal.
Was say it was clean. In the problem being you. Now Shaibu
Franco
Ghana takes over Ameri plant, Ghana on the 22nd of December 2021. So build, operate, own and transfer now a Ghana for them. So we had say the new patriotic party headed by Nana Danko Akufo Addo person we relocation. It sounds almost the 110 to 150 megawatts and Eba Kumasi now supply the middle and the northern belt. Out of 10 turbines only 6 turbines and Eba Kumasi. Akafo. So I want to ask a very simple question. It is Anka Ameri nini wa Edia na nkomriba Ashanti region.
Woni hwe. Ade na mo se anye. A mudidi Mahama tem no. Afedie makotwa hofa e de aba. Na sebi aduane a wo se wuchi. Uko ho nchense se yenye. Aduane wo se wuchi. Wuchi abetio. Abetie chense siwa. Wona akọ huruhum.
Shabu.
Franco.
Mama mi sasa adi. Eno na Danko Akufo Addo kasa na wo ho. Energy minister kasa na wo ho. What say omu bi o manu aka kire ye say e bia transfer of maybe scanner omu de free ha e de aba no omu bo scanner di.
One mo scanner di. And na me pay the cost because at least say omampani e be commissioner dia. The cost involved no obeka wasem.
Thank you.
But no omampani anka. Man say energy minister so kan wasem.
Shabu. Mene wo kasai. Ade ba akoso be create problem now about the relocation of Ameri plant. No, they about Kumari. Some say K1 they been K1 thermal plant. Shabu, don't phone we must adi we. On the 1st of January 2022, relocation cost of Ameri plant. I did about Kumasi it was estimated as a $35 million US.
35 million.
Yes.
A part of the turbines you movie from Abuazino, Ediaba Kumasino, and then the pipes, it's a $35 million US.
Now, and it is being reported. So when it comes to say yes, I relocate here. We're quite now it was somewhere in January.
Yeah.
Now 2024, where 2022, 2024, yes, say the relocation cost $38 million.
From 35 to 38.
Now, I didn't ask your conflicting reports. Except say the new patriotic party headed by Nana Danko Akufo Addo and Napomo wanted to do so when it comes to relocation. See ye kuku plans ready abano. Only the masanko fear from miscellaneous for yan and the buy.
Sir Greece company miscellaneous.
Yes.
How you?
Hey, they look for people who are behind it. You look for people who are behind it.
Bibia miscellaneous.
Shabu
Franco.
Almost say. Scar not down the relocation from Abuazeho and the Bahano pay assets $71 million.
From 35, 38, I could do $71 million.
So I say I conflicting reports. Said the Akufo Addo muchemu and I first air on this miscellaneous for the manage Adiano. Uti Akufo Addo munra. Omo say a VR never be manage. What is the problem? So munti mean can the cost?
Actually,
the cost of relocation from so many free ho e dey aba Kumasi scan say.
And na VR penny ne be kasa na uti.
Yes.
I omo prepare grounds. A soldier for omo protect near man. A police for highway for omo boy omo kwan so ye smooth. Na nana mo nsase ahoma so for omo cooperative engineers omo boy owie nyina no.
Now listen to what ASAP Omoka. Government sole source contract for relocation of Ameri power plant to Kumasi for $71 million. ASAP boss. Shaibu, permit me to read it for you.
Yeah.
Almost said the executive director of African Center of Energy Policy, ASAP, Benjamin Boachi, has asserted that, but for the intervention of his outfit and other civil society organizations, the relocation of the Ameri power plant to Kumasi would have cost an amount of $71 million. So it started from 33, about 35, 38, $71 million. And Jamaica said yesterday was a perfect opportunity for them to say,
and that's the President Akufo Addo, they don't want to be transparent. Miss yesterday, I want, because me report,
yes,
I couldn't mention the figure. But President Akufo commissioner there, maybe I didn't boy see. Oman penny, just understand, say, Oman young audio, and you are holding it in trust for us. And you know, you can't mean, I said, me can't kabi. See, an idea must be diabe. Yeah, why shan't region? Yes, because most say the power now because of gas and about ne boy be form.
Yes,
fine. And I feel you know, say the poor quite didn't say what stable power you between the operate because you power. But let us know the cost because there have been conflicting figures from 35, 38, 71. Because they don't own Ghanaians and any explanation. No man, penny better or kata we or kata say one who feel be oni.
Shabu, see a case so sourcing. So sourcing means that only one supplier, one supplier to the best of their requisite knowledge and belief based on thorough research. The TNA say,
and a so sourcing idea.
And
an agent of the thing.
Thank you.
And say biaka, tama COVID also we say no. Would mean all the quarter my man for my have but I do know by
yes.
Now they are market for you.
Shabu. So if you look at the renegotiation in BBR, I want Akufo Addo say he was misled. Okay, I said
misled, bro. Okay, yeah, misled.
Akufo Addo, the president of the Republic of Ghana, was a boy charge accommodada. He was misled, and I said to myself, Jesus Christ, the president of the Republic of Ghana, who is a lawyer, who understands the nitty-gritty about law, and about Bontia say he was misled. He means that one came one answer, and he said, "Man, can the Ghana have been as a Ghana? You told 20 Ghana seats." In Akufo Addo pending his signature. And Anka Ebeye Adia Yatoma. Can just say he was misled. If John Dramani Mama, and he had this kind of mistake. And about Montebe catcher say he was misled. Kabeti Jempi for catching Mukruma.
Casoro Ebesifo. Casoro Baba, she from said,
Kabeti MPP for Babe Kanukruma. Saibu. Adia Bakwame Yanis, we MPP ferry. The kind of things he said about John Dramani Mama, about Ameri. The kind of things, adjectives. Brofwa kese where some qualify here. Your mama ya kromfo or in your belly mama amo kwa carbon or many amandi construction be Ghana sika $160 million a whole lot of things you bet your matum you bet mama say the attorney general ever bontin say the job of John Dramani Mama or require sa Ameri deal no it was clean
but when him say Ameri deal no crampo no where tamana dum so sigina so demonstrations are a course say ne sigina mama so aho na mama betimi aye asani the bad contact for Ghana for pardon no
I get you
because now say we COVID the crowd by say
I kwakwa my man
all of us say I shake
Sputnik
V ade ton say $5 to $10 one day my bet $28
also I due diligence and this one was still there as the health minister Akufo Addo now no other was papa no yes no was on tapo kwakwa my man on tapo so he told Akufo Addo so won't meet the minister because on tapo I'm telling you on authority on tap on Akufo Addo nsesano. But you see, this is a man. A Ghana for or no compare middle man. Addo na yet from the buye, but still he was there.
Shake you na Arab ni bi te kwanchen o say unni ma bi eton
o say
daddy mama ko chiro
o say
na ye medeman
o say it was emergency. The word emergency. John Dramani Mahama, it was more serious. Businesses were collapsing, jobs was closing down, unemployment rate near cost because if you look at erratic power supply na air cost of Ghana now,
because
John Mahama could have signed a bad contract.
Tama na COVID,
yes.
Planning by near who first wave, second wave, not third wave because now no yeshi. So you can't tell us after that it was an emergency, sir.
And Shaibu, John Dramani Mahama did a good business. We make sure say I did be all ye be and the bit me abwa am Ghana fan into my pedia. And the new patriotic party in Ferry, I'm not going to fight the free what but I'm not saying that you're more than bad. But you see, the NPP are very, very smart.
But wouldn't say, I don't know who for one create Mahama baby.
In accounting, your friend be going concern.
Accounting both for you.
Yes, your friend going concern. You come, you inherit assets and liabilities. Such a and never buy.
Yeah.
Never say be a solid me buy a page do say. Franco before you say the could say. If you are telling the success story about Solid TV, you have to bring faces, paragraphs, and so me credit Franco. Yes, Franco buy with me as I do. Because of Akufo Faria Wafere, and then the diabolic intentions of the new patriotic party, they couldn't credit John Dramani Mahama.
Because also Akufo never buy you.
Me say, Akufo Addo, once someone kafa John Dramani Mahama, who say the man is corrupt. Ameri no was $160 million US. On any near engineer and planners. Any Amandi construction, more carbon STLS, more making sure say, Omokwaku USK. Attorney General report in a catch on said the man did a clean job. Mom could no one problem. MVP for the ferry. The acting national chairman of the party, Eka said we should do inquiry on it. The NPP set up a 70-member committee to do a renegotiation agreement with Ameri. NPP. Na na the Akufo Addo kwara be catch us a west enye meboa ene NPP for kukure dey free aboase e dey abakuma say what is wrong for them to credit John Dramani Mahama
Ediania
Shaib, what is wrong
yes wa meto Nigeria uchi
for them to credit John Dramani Mahama say
Adia mo se enye monum sa ho kan ide e fa o man de o Mahama na ye si
you say we should grow up, we should mature in politics, we should mature. Not just because maybe I come from a different political angle. Maybe I did be a enko. Yes, Kofi Adams.
Yeah.
Kofi Adams can say, Ubi be obeka say free senior high school in your papa be an by four. He's an NDC person. Yeah. He's an NDC person. But he came out to say, I didn't know Akufo Addo more yesterday. He agreed say the papa.
Because from the voter regime, voter here then an opportunity. Me say ene I akola bi a makoto form samano. Obeko nurse.
Yes.
Franco nim say me betina baby amete no omu fie obi anko secondary school da
why
because e be do ho no ma no nyi sika mfa nko ba na da ho ma na kura na wie secondary school also ko to senior school twa obekọ nurse ya ko pese mpo enti ade we sin NDC ni kwa hu ni say papa but MPP for ene from Franco who obi a hwe me nka no kore Mahama ebe fa Ghana from 2009 no be jai 2016 na nado so be far from 2017 to 2024 between corruption Akufo Addo Mahama be angel
oh yes it's corruption
MPP aban from 2017 ebe to 2014 and Mahama Mills from 2009 to 2016 there in terms of corruption Akufo Addo Mahama
now on that topic I may discuss here the scholarship.
Yeah.
The special prosecutor has invited them. The special prosecutor.
Na onim Franco adia ka o se me se Ghana fo ka mo moa me ne ento abama ala ana se cheda ne se ana me ko social media no makwa mo de picture bi okujeto abrakwa ene oni aba se okujeto abrakwa e the scholarship hwan mo oni aba no kwa no oni aba no oni certificate ana me se sa okujeto bon ni ntino ana eto abati Mahama equalization no because mo ba no bone na omudi ye mo so ma be dibi ye kan o se maba adwuma late na be kan say Franco say na akwa late na ne pam oji position ma me
Shaibu, what is wrong if the NPP credit John Dramani Mahama in their speech.
Some ferry.
And say, and I'm a ferry. Because I didn't yet. I didn't about matching pana to more years, contract negotiations, you come not on common as uncle for they'll go to jail. And all by say the deal has been clean. And then, Menoka say, John Dramani Mama Tinfio Bessary. Because the kind of things you said about him. And then me and Metier, I miss I will be a king. What my mom will say, and some are not done. I quite anything for car say, election, you more of the court. We catch us a line. Because if you look at saying, catch on catch and import on say, I don't hear they can me as an elite, over Casa me, I'll not buy into that idea. When it comes to Ameri, the NPP should try to credit John Dramani Mama.
I quite say, oh, yeah, now, Pena. Now, I've told Prano who I show down for. I feel like a now, Ferry. I say, who we are, wow, come nam.
Sabu,
Franco.
May say, I say, your friend was saying T1, then
K1,
yes,
Thermal plant.
K1, thermal plant.
Meaning, almost only we have a count. They will be K2.
Me Dino almost said, I don't have problem with it. Now, it's a Ghanaian owned property. And I don't have a problem. But my problem is, another don't call for the BD president. And yeah, but young one day by rename.
How?
Renaming. Oh, yeah,
giving name and not renaming. Maybe I know why from the sky, one name.
Me say, Opa president at this Fourth Republic. The whole president have been your renaming expert. Another don't call for.
How? And can you give me an example?
Shabu.
Franco.
The whole phone be almost had you. Menya da jenma born back the actual. And another don't call for 2017. Renaming of UDS after Rawlings.
Okay.
Renaming of UDS
after Rawlings. That University of Development Studies, Auditor Rawlings.
Nana Danko Akufo Addo, November 29th, 2020, UEW Kumasi Mampong campus changed to Apia Minga.
I said school in DM Dapa, University of Education, Winneba. You see Kumasi, you see. Yes. And then the SFN is a mistake. Yes.
Nana Danko Akufo Addo, he did the renaming. Kenye, renaming. On one side, you. See, I said, Mamma, so what's the crown? How do you to talk to Sukran could be any problem? And I didn't know, you know. He tried to look for people who are close to the New Patriotic Party, and he gives them that kind of names.
Of course, a Burma, almost feeding as a sad, yes, one war. Yes. Now, call ya, or Manoma, and our two moody. Oh, fine. Walk with the Obama. When they better, and what to do. Yes. Or Manoma, and crowd with the other bar, they are saying, you ever call you so if I shall, you ever also Franco. And you know, you see, Nana Danko Akufo on the 29th of November 2020. No, sister didn't appear me. Yeah. On the 12th of August, Nana Danko Akufo catch there say, Legon or person sister didn't go JB Danko. The best of Ghana Legon. It did the day. Ah, one say that. Hey, shall I want also to Kroma? Me who are Jerusalem? Nana Danko Akufo Eko Legon Hoko car say, if you look at JB Danko and the contribution. And my Legon, Peja Kodru Bebiano, this man's contribution was enormous. In from the Tuna Bonibiani. Now, I can assassin. I don't want to be seen. Me say, Legon, a person assistant called JB Dankwa. JB Dankwa University. I invest in Ghana Legon, but the JB Dankwa University. What is the State of the Nation address? Now the Dankwa Akufo Addo Tamale airport. Was so or they are told Yana Abi. Am I Yana on also what they say that name is unacceptable. Yeah, Mekai. State of the Nation address. No. Navrango campus, UDS. Nana Danko Akufo Addo or there are two CK Tadam University. CK Tadam. Yeah. A founding member of the New Patriotic Party. Yeah. Akufo Addo at the university in Aton. No, I don't want to say, I don't go see the Fantone. Now, UDS. Wa campus. UDS, Wa campus, Simon Diodin Dombo University of Business and International Development Studies. Dombo Yawai. Ezi Dombo, MPP for Libya. Founding fathers of MPP. What is Dankwa Dombo Buziano? No problem there. Akufo Addo or the no, they are two Dombo. Whole Technical University, Ephraim Amo Technical University. Whole Technical University. Ephraim Amo Technical University. University of Energy and Natural Resource. Wait, it was established. Yes. UNE. Yeah, UNE. Yeah. It was established by Act of Parliament, Act 830, 2011, on December 31st, 2011, by the former president of blessed memory,
already di the Professor Mills.
Yeah, honestly.
Na now the Danko Akufo Addo or their top Professor Kofi Abrefa University. See. University of Mines and Technology. And how can you UMAT? Nipa or establish this school. Eyo owura ni din Eddie J.A. Akufo.
Yeah.
Obasha is one. Now one that 2018 they made him the chancellor of the university. J. Akufo. Yeah. Owura ni din na another Danko Akufo Addo or they are to George Grant. George Grant.
Grant.
Yes, UGC.
Yeah.
And the Echra will say, if you look at another Danko Akufo Addo, Obabedi president here, rename. On one CBU. On you. The NPP should help me. And another Danko Akufo Addo be president. When it comes to energy, then Akufo Addo their energy sector. I might be naive.
Per information started then anyone was say Ameri deal Saka Power.
Yes.
Waben K1 Kumasi 1 thermal plant. Because he's an expert in
renaming. Secondly, Sir Ameri na gunini ase. So for him to play safe, I Ghana for kai say Ameri no. And I said didn't a different no. Or Baba you Kumasi 1 day.
Uncle Medase.
Mr. Medase.
Abusha for me the Shaibu Lasisi. Franco the hater. And was surprised will be brave what the facts and figures. And until I may say, person may say this information and to try say over subscribe to the channel. Like a page, or comment and share link, May say we trying to pay dear. I hear trying to pay. Meaning say man for me brave. Epic your content. But I say maybe I didn't free no. I solid TV. Yeah, that means I must say. Austin Behrman, I can't video this year.